Morning guys, welcome to the vlog. Gathering the troops right now because we're heading out. I'm dropping off the kids off at my mom's house because this morning I have equipped the mom's ministry. Today's the last meeting of like the 7-week series. So we're gonna go do that and then we'll come back home and I can maybe chat about it, a little bit about how that went. Joe has a day off today because he's actually gonna go take our generator to get serviced because we tried our generator like the one that we had brought from Virginia, we tried it the other day and it didn't start. So that was great. So I'm glad we at least tried it and made sure that it worked, which it didn't. So that's kind of the plan for today. Maybe get some stuff done around the house. This little guy has been awake since 5:30 and that wasn't very nice, sir. Yeah, you guys see all his teeth? Look, he's got 6 teeth. He has 4 on the top and 2 on the bottom. So you are very naughty. You did not sleep very well. Joe's over here vacuuming because every time that Sean eats, there's always a mess on the floor. But yeah, we got 2 new vacuums. We got a new stick vacuum for downstairs, which I do like more than the one that we had. And then we moved the old one that we had down here upstairs. So now we have a vacuum upstairs. And then we got a new little like Roomba thing. But we got a new one because the old one stopped working. So that is a huge help to just be able to go through all the floors and clean up all the crumbs. Yeah, thankfully the place where we have the meeting with the moms, it's close to my mom's house. And so whenever I've been going, I've been dropping off the kids and like I'll feed Sean right before I leave and I leave him with food anyway. And then I'm gone for maybe like 3 hours and then I go and I pick up the kids and then I come back home. So let's go do that because we're gonna be late. So we'll talk to you guys later. Oh no! I dropped Sean's toy. Hi, Gojo. You guys ready? Alright, come on. Alright, so we made it back home right before it started pouring. I'm trying to whisper because Joe's trying to watch a video. Something he's trying to learn how to do. But it started pouring, so glad we made it home before then. Equipped was awesome today. It was our last meeting, sadly, but it was just really nice. We had one of my good friends from church. She gave like a talk on like the future and like, I don't know, more about like our vocation as moms and stuff. Later I'll go upstairs and I'll tell you more about it because Joe's trying to watch a video. But it was cute because like we ended the session, it was a 7-week session and we ended it today and we gave each of the moms that book M is for Mama, which I have upstairs and I think I've talked about it before. But it's a great book on like biblical motherhood and it kind of contrasts like mediocre motherhood, which is kind of like how society tells you like what motherhood should be like versus biblical motherhood. So we gave them that, it was nice. And yeah, it's just been really good to like build that community and like these are all new moms with their babies in their laps and we would come and we'd hang out. So it was our first time doing it. I think that the plan, what are you trying to do? I think in Florida, yes, we live in Florida. I think the plan is to continue it and do like another session of it maybe in the fall. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to commit to it in the fall because I'll be teaching Riley. But it's nice to see that, God willing, it will be continued for other moms to be able to experience. See, I'm gonna have my lunch. This is literally how I eat lunch, you guys. This was leftover orzo from a dinner the other day. And then I have a bagel with tuna. I'm gonna eat this and then we'll chat in a little bit. Joe's over here literally trying, you're trying to do something. You're trying to focus on something and every 2 seconds he has to keep Sean from trying to eat something that he's not supposed to or get into something that he's not supposed to. Sir, why you gotta put that in your mouth? You've removed everything.
And everything out of his way.
Yeah, he was eating a rock from that little planter thing.
I was like, oh, is that bubblegum?
Oh no, not bubblegum. That was literally a rock. So thank you for saving his life. But yeah, like the idea that you're just gonna sit here and not have to move is just crazy because no, I know you're good at being able to stop and not get frustrated because I'd be frustrated. You're gonna have your treat. Yeah. Papa brought us Mr. Potato Head, which was cute because he had played with the Mr. Potato Head at Mimi's house and he loved it. So now we have our own Mr. Potato Head. I thought you were supposed to teach him, Riley. I thought you were playing with him.
Oh, what?
Okay, you see, look, this is also a choking hazard. These are all of Joe's little micro machines, the little tiny cars that Jackson loves to play with.
Why Jackson knows to not let
Sean get them.
Right?
Jackson, you gotta keep these from Sean. Okay?
Here he comes.
Look at him, he's literally grabbing onto him. He says, give me the cars. He says, hey, what you playing? Look, he's even grabbing it out of your hand.
No, no, no.
Hey, how about he has one of the big ones? Here, you can have the big one.
Mom, this.
Oh, it comes off?
Yeah, no.
Here, how about you have an airplane? Have an airplane.
He's gonna also have the trailer too.
The trailer he can have? Okay, good, because we can't let him have the tiny ones. And look, now he's mad. Okay, I'm gonna go eat my lunch. All right, so I finished my lunch. We're gonna do some story time. That's something that we've been trying to do in the afternoons at some point. Since we're not doing like the super structured homeschool, we're doing like a nature study that I think I've showed you a million times before. This week, our nature study is on crustaceans and mollusks. That's what Riley wanted to learn about out of like the list of the summer nature study thing that we have. So I went online and I ordered a bunch of books having to do with that theme from the library. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna read them this picture book. Good thing you're not an octopus. And then Riley has another book that doesn't really have to do with the theme, but she's gonna read this one to me. So I try to at least once a day read them a story and then have Riley read herself a story to me. So yeah, this is what story time is gonna look like for us today. Maybe some days like they like to do more than one book. For now, we'll start with this. Jackson, you got your treat?
Yeah.
They both said they wanted to eat something on the couch. Sean is gonna kind of join us. Joe is doing stuff on the computer, so super unaesthetic. Not like we're in a beautiful playroom with like a beautiful ABC rug on the floor. Sometimes that's what story time will look like. Other times it looks like this. Like we're just gonna read and make it work. And then I did tell Riley I want to do some actual schoolwork at the table. So let's get to work. How about you start with yours first, since Jackson's busy. She's gonna show you.
Yes. His mother showed him the mess. Oh no, said Clark. Bad Lulu. It's not her fault, said Mom. That's what happens when you forget to walk your pet. The next day, Clark walked Lulu before he went to school.
Good thing you're not an octopus. You don't like to get dressed in the morning. It's a good thing you're not an octopus. If you were an octopus, you would have 8 legs to put in your pants. So it would take probably a long time, right? You don't like to put on your shoes. It's a good thing you're not a caterpillar. Why?
Because caterpillars have gazillions of legs.
If you were a caterpillar, you would have 16 feet to put shoes on. If you were a baby tiger, your mother would have to lick you clean. You want me to lick you clean? Lick. If you were a shark, you could have 200 teeth to brush.
I was right.
You were right. All right, we're gonna sit down at the table to do a couple things. So I gave Sean a snack. I gave him some strawberries, and then these little sticks are, I don't know if you guys have seen them at the grocery store. These are pretty new to me. These organic, they're Earth's Best Organic Crunchy Sticks is what they're called. So he seems to like them.
And he squeezes it.
Yeah, every time that he gets them, he like squeezes it trying to break it, but then like it goes dissolving. Like they're actually, this one's a little bit stale, but sometimes I'll just like break them apart if I feel like he's taking like big bites. But they're made for toddlers to be able to like chew, so. He's like, why did you break that, lady? So he's gonna eat that. It'll keep him contained so I can focus on the kids. And then something that I have to do is something that I didn't do that great this year. And that's like keeping a reading log of like all the books that we've read. So this stack of books here are obviously like this one we just read, but books that Riley's read on her own. So I have like these she's read on her own, this one she's read on her own, and then these have been like read alouds that I've read to the kids. So I try to keep them in my computer, like a little log, so that at the end of the year I can say, hey, we've read all these books. So we're gonna do that, plus I think over here, is this it? Yeah, here's where we have our little nature study, mollusks and crustaceans. Today we're also gonna do like some coloring painting. So Riley's gonna have to draw a picture of something we've learned. So we're gonna do a little bit of this.
You'll get a line and I'll get a pole, baby. You get a line and I'll get a pole. We'll go down to the crawdad hole, honey, baby mom.
Good job, Riley. So we've got drawing stuff here, and this is gonna be like her afternoon activity because I brought out a whole bunch of books. Like this is our big book of blue. So I turned it to like a page about octopus. This is that slow book that I've had for years too, Slow Down. And then this is a page about oysters. And then these are a couple other books. This is the Ocean Anatomy book.
It's ripped.
Yeah, it's ripped. The cover's ripped. This one is the Nature Anatomy.
I'm gonna do one.
And then
up on the shore where like the crawfish and the.
Okay, cool.
And then down. And then on another paper, I'll do.
Okay, so the idea is just for her to have some creative freedom here. Why are you screaming at me? And whatever, she's gonna color and that'll be her activity. All right, I got Sean to sleep. He was super tired and went straight like to sleep when I put him down for his nap, which is great. So I was trying to take advantage of the time since Riley was downstairs coloring and Jackson is playing. And I'm finally tackling like that project that I've had of, I've still had a million like toiletries and stuff on the floor in my bedroom that belong in like my vanity and like the closet here in the bathroom. And now, like this has taken like months to get this stuff off the floor. I am now tackling it. It's like one of those projects that I kept putting off and putting off because I hate organizing and I hate figuring out like this, like where do I put all this random crap? Like where do I put it? What drawer do I put it in? Like making all those decisions, like it was very overwhelming. Hence why I just sat on the floor for such a ridiculously, embarrassingly long time. I have just random things, like half of it doesn't belong here. I've been slowly putting stuff like under the sink, and then this closet here still like needs to be organized by like category, but there is like space. Like I have, this is really bad, but I've got like lots of space here in this little closet in the bathroom. I just have to organize things well and like start going through and putting like, I did some of it, like I put like all the cotton swabs together, right? Some of the stuff is a little more organized. I did all of the shaving stuff down here. It's like extra razors and things. This was like sunblocks and body washes and maybe shampoo and conditioner if I have like overflow. This is like all of my nail stuff, but then there's other bins that are just like randomly thrown together. So I need to still spend some time, but at least it is now most of it in here as opposed to just like on the floor here in our bedroom. So just little by little, just trying to take care of some of those like little annoying house projects that I never have like the mental energy for. So let me get to it and stop wasting time chatting to a camera. Let me like actually be productive here. Okay, so like for real, like when was the last time, or I don't think that there has been even a last time, because I don't think there's been a first time, where this whole space, like on this side of the room, is clear. So that makes me really happy. And poor Joe, every time that he would go to his closet, he was like bumping into a bunch of stuff. So yeah, that was a productive use of my time. I'll put the vacuum away now, but since it's quiet, actually let me turn off the sound machine, because then I can't really hear myself think. All right, so really quick, since I still have a minute, I wanted to talk about just a few really quick things that I took away from today's equip session, because again, it's a session for moms, and like every time that there's a speaker, it really like makes me reflect on things. So these were some of the takeaways that I took that maybe will help somebody here. So my friend who gave the talk, she talked a lot about like who you are becoming through the circumstances that come your way, and like how God obviously uses certain circumstances to shape you and to build you and all of that. So like in any of like the hardships, whatever those hardships are, right? Like focusing on who God is transforming you into through the circumstances. That was maybe something that I knew, but something that I was reflecting on today, because my friend, like it's incredible to hear my friend share that like message, because my friend, she's had like, I mean, other people would look at her and be like, wow, like she's had a lot of like really sad things happen to her. I think if I'm getting the numbers right, she had 2 children in the womb that passed away before they were born. So she suffered loss in that sense. And then she had 2 children that she carried in her arms, like she said today, like that were born and that passed away. So she's lost 2 earthly children, which is just so traumatic and sad, and now like by a miracle of God, like she's pregnant again and she has a baby girl on the way. But this is somebody who has very much lived through hardships. So to hear her say like that she always focuses on who she is becoming through those circumstances, like it's just very inspirational. So trying to focus on that. And then she talked a lot about like pruning, which is something that I like to think about a lot, because when I had my garden in Virginia, like I learned a lot of faith lessons through my garden. I'm sure I've shared that before about weeding and pruning, and like the parallel between the garden and God being the gardener. But in order to trust that the pruning is for your own good, you have to trust the gardener, right? The gardener comes at you with shears, and it's very easy to be like, wow, what is he taking away, or what's he gonna do? He's gonna hurt me with these shears. This thing that, you know, is happening to me is hard and I don't like it. But when you know that God is the gardener, and you know that God is a good gardener, and you know that anything that he's doing is for your good, that it's going to be used for good, then you're able to trust the gardener and let him do his thing so that the garden can flourish. Like that was like a nice little reminder of that whole like analogy. And then something that she also talked about that I really liked, that I had never thought of, was the concept of like pace setters in your life. And we started talking about that because we talked about the importance of like community and surrounding yourself with other virtuous women, other people that can kind of help push you in the right direction. And so like that's where the concept of pace setters comes in, because if you think about it and you're running, I wouldn't know because I don't run. Like that's not my analogy, but this is her analogy. When you're running in a race or whatever, there's always the pace setters that are usually running a little bit up in front of you. And when you see them running in front of you, then you're kind of encouraged to want to kind of, you know, get to where they're at, or run a little faster because you see that you're kind of falling behind, whatever. They're the pace setters. And so the idea of surrounding yourselves with people that are gonna be those pace setters, or the idea that at different seasons of your life, like sometimes you might be the pace setter, other times you're like just the runner in the back trying to catch up, but that without the pace setters, then everybody would just kind of probably have a slower time, because there's no one really like encouraging you to do better, to be better, to, you know, continue your walk in your faith just a little bit better than you did yesterday. So I liked that, and I liked, you know, that reminder of just how important community is, and friendships, and like virtuous friendships are. So I don't know, just some thoughts, some good maybe things to reflect on in this moment in your life. Like, are you a pace setter, or are you the one who needs the pace setter? Or who are the pace setters in your life? Or who can you maybe help encourage just by like living, you know, a faith-filled life or whatever? Or even just like in motherhood in general, right? Like if you're maybe a more experienced mom, and there's someone who is just starting out, maybe they need a little bit of encouragement. Maybe you're the new mom who needs to be around the more experienced moms just to help you out. So yeah, I'm not gonna ramble too much about that. But yeah, the overall thing is that Equipped was great, and it's just been really good to, even as a mom of a 6-year-old, reflect on a lot of things that you usually just get so busy and doing a million other things and putting out fires that you can't really reflect on improving and doing better. So okay, at least that area of my room is clean. That makes me happy, and maybe I'll go enjoy a couple minutes of silence, go take a nap. It's storming, so it's another one of those like super gloomy, rainy, cozy home days. So let's go check on the kids and see what they're up to. Somebody's awake. Hey, bud. Hi. Good morning. Hi. You want to stand up? What do you want to tell me? What the heck was that? It's like the power went out for a second. Did you guys see that? I wonder if it came out on camera. Like the lights flickered. Hey, buddy. That was a good nap. He slept for like over an hour and a half for his second nap of the day, which is great. So I'm gonna go hang out. Joe's doing like a Lego set with the kids downstairs. So that's what's going on. I pulled out some food to make dinner. So let's see how we keep these kids entertained for a little while. Did the lights flicker down here for a minute? No? Yes or no? Oh, okay. They're working on this giant like
Lego rocket.
a Lego rocket. We've had this Lego set for years, really. I think we only made it once, right?
Yeah.
No, we've only made it once? Oh, okay, I thought it was gonna be like a cool picture of what it actually is, but
Saturn V rocket.
that is what they are working on. Little man, let's get you out of your sleep sack so you can practice crawling around here. We've had the best luck with these sleep sacks. I got them at Walmart, I think. Like, they are so inexpensive, and they're the ones that he has done well with. So I know a lot of times people talk about the Kite Baby ones because they're like super soft and whatever. They're also expensive. Like, you don't need super expensive stuff for your kids. Hey. You like seeing yourself? Oh, say hello, good morning, I am rested. Say, I'm gonna be 1 in 2 days, guys. In 2 days. Can you believe that? You love looking at yourself because you're so cute. Oh no, those are the tiny cars. Look, getting into all of the choking hazards. All right, we're gonna have to move these away. You can have the big one, you can have a helicopter and an airplane. The rest need to disappear. I'm gonna try to vlog on his birthday, but yes, he's gonna be a year old. And it makes me very sad. I should probably also do like a 1-year update for him, so maybe stay tuned for that. See when I can get around to doing that. But his little outfit is also so cute. His outfit was, it's one of the ones that I got on clearance at Target the other day. I brought out some new books for Sean. My mom had bought these the other day. She went to Marshall's, was it? Was it Marshall's or TJ Maxx? Marshall's. She went to Marshall's and she said that they had these books on clearance. So she paid 50 cents for this one. Like, way to go, Mimi. It's just like one of these cute little board books. So she paid 50 cents for that one. This one was $4. This one was the most expensive one, but she thought the kids would like it. And then this one was $2. So she just did like a cute little book haul for us. And now the kids have a couple more books. But Sean is like super into these, like the hard books, the little board books that he can flip the pages. He'll spend a long time in the pack and play just doing that. So figured we could do that with him for a little while. That's a mushroom.
For these.
Good job. This is little toe. Just like stuck on the inside. Okay, dinner's ready, so I'm gonna show you what dinner looks like for all of us. It was so easy today. I mean, there's not much to it, but we're doing bread. Like, I just chopped up, like, I had like a frozen baguette. I have olive oil and balsamic vinegar. And then Joe and I have like the full pasta with the chicken. And then the kids are gonna eat the same thing because today they like both of those things. So I chopped up some for Sean that we can put on his plate. See what he thinks of it. I think this one is probably a little bit too big. He's gonna flip this plate if I leave it here.
I got it.
So we're just gonna go ahead.
You get the suction plate.
Even the suction plates are not very suctiony, so I'm just gonna flip this for him.
Boom, easy peasy.
And he can try that out. Little pieces of chicken and some pasta. Good job. Just gonna make sure you choose it. And then Riley and Jackson will have the same thing. They'll have some bread and they'll be happy. And hopefully dinner is not a fight tonight. Here you go. We gotta say prayers first.
Not chicken.
Of course, not chicken. Just a little bit of chicken. And I guess it is gonna be a fight. But we have pasta that you like. And some chicken. Look, he seems to like it. I feel like none of our other children really would even eat pasta like that. Yummy. All right, guys, it is 8 o'clock and all of the kids are in bed. I'm not sure if they're asleep, but they are in bed. Sean is asleep, but the other kids may just be reading some books in their bed. So we're gonna relax now. Thank the Lord. I don't know, I mean, I know that it's not just my kids. I know that some of your kids are like this too, but lately, like, my kids are wired after dinner. Like, I have no idea. Like, they've always, you know, had like their hyper tendencies, but lately it's like, I think I'm gonna die. Like, I think that they're going to kill me, because it's just like after dinner time, the time between like after dinner to bedtime is pure chaos most days. And yeah, I question whether or not I'm gonna make it. Some days I'm like, I cannot. I think I went and took like a mental break like 3 different times where I told Joe like, I'm out, like peace out, I need to go upstairs or I'm gonna lose it. Like that kind of a night, that's what I had today. So yeah, I don't know why they're so crazy. But, and by the way, the lighting here keeps changing colors because this is how it is. Like Joe puts this like screensaver thing on and there's music, but I muted it so that it wouldn't be on. And then like those lights are constantly changing colors with whatever's like on the background. So in case you're wondering like why I'm pink one moment, why I'm blue the next moment, that is why. Yeah, if you had no context of that, it's just, I'm sure it's like annoying, like what the heck is wrong with her camera, what's wrong with the lighting. So yeah, my kids are killing me at nighttime, but obviously I adore them. But man, I'm beat. So I'm gonna sit here, do my nails. That's what I'm doing tonight. I'm gonna sit here doing my nails and see if Joe wants to finish watching The Chosen, because I think we have 2 more episodes this season to watch. Have you guys watched it? Because if you haven't, it's so good. We got 2 more episodes to go. Maybe we'll watch one of them, and then I'm gonna probably have to do some editing. I'm behind on work, just like all the things these days. It's just been really hard to find time to edit, and I'm on the struggle bus with that. So that is it, you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today and just spending a very typical kind of day with me. Like outside of having equipped, it was a very typical just being here at home with the kids kind of day. So I hope you enjoyed it, and just thanks for hanging, and I'll see you guys in my next video. I love you all, and that's it. Goodbye.